Now, a few years ago, of course, there was every presenter's nightmare on a live show where someone's giving a speech at the end, it's a big moment, and you're told, we're going to collapse off air in a minute, you've got to wind this up now, you've got to go and stop. This, of course, was Adele.
Yeah.
Were you surprised the amount of fuss that kind of caused after the event?
No, not really. I think there's a long tradition with the Brits and news stories the next day. You know what I mean? I think there always has been, and so there it is. Yeah. I felt...
Because, you see, Adele didn't mind at all.
She was actually really... she was incredibly sweet and understanding and was just more annoyed at the... You know, it's a hard call to make, is the truth. Ever since the show moved and I started hosting it on my own and it moved to the O2, I feel like it's become a slicker awards show, and it was just a shame that something like that should happen. But for me, it was just horrible because, I was told, like, James, we're running quite tight here. So I was like, OK. And then they go, and it was George Michael, and George came out and he gave a lovely speech.
Quite a long speech, I seem to recall.
Sure,
yeah.
But, you know, I don't know if he'd been told. And he says, the winner is Adele. And Adele, you know, understandably stands up and hugs every person at her table, and you're just stood there going, oh, God. Yeah. And then the truth is, she got onto the stage and George gave her the award, and that was the first time someone said to me in my ear, James, you're going to have to go in and wrap up the show. And I was just thinking, well, that's not going to... I can't do that. That's ridiculous. And you can basically hear an argument going on of people going, what are you doing? Stop, we're going to push the news. And I was just sort of standing going, and she was going... Oh, and she even did this at one point. And I'm going, and they're going, get in there, somebody, and someone's going, we'll just have to cut the feed. And I'm going, oh, God. I was like, I can't allow her to not say thank you.
Yeah.
I can't. And she said, thank you so much. You don't know what this means. And then she started to say to go to America and win 6 Grammys. And I just went, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I've got to, you know. And, yeah, I just felt awful.
Did you speak to her afterwards?
Yeah, I ran straight to her room. Shouting. I did. I ran straight to her room. She wasn't there. Her manager was there, and I was going mad. I was just like, every word under the sun coming out. And then I went and shouted at some other people, and then there was some collective shouting, and then we all went, oh, no one's died. It's all right, you know. It's just those things that matter at that absolute moment, and then you go, yeah. Oh, it's all right, you know?
And you know what? She will win other awards and she will get to say thanks again.
And you know, yeah, she was really understanding. She was really
well, she's incredible, isn't she?
Yeah, she's incredible.
So when we see things happening to the young fella in it, I guess is partially based on you, Martin is partially based on you.
Very much.
That maybe there's a seed of truth in that. Maybe that actually happened to you in real life. Is that right?
I'd say
every house puts a candle in the window?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because they still don't have electricity.
Okay. Christmas is celebrated on the 24th of December.